Well, we just finished up weighing here not too long ago. Here with our winner, Brandon Palaniuk. Brandon, congratulations on the win. Talk about your day today.
Today was probably the toughest day. You know, I went out and I thought I could really catch them again. You know, I thought the wind would help, but the wind actually ended up hurting me. I was fishing such precise areas that I needed to be able to make the same cast, you know, over and over, maybe 15, 20 times to the same little tiny rock pile, maybe half the size of my front deck. And with the wind, it was just hard to be able to do that, to get those bigger bites. But I managed to be able to still catch almost 13 pounds and, you know, still pull out the wind and get me a little bit of hardware on the way.
Well, dial us in on the equipment, everything you use this week to catch your fish.
Well, I was really throwing two main baits. I was switching back and forth between a Rapala DT16 and a Strike King 6XD. The main bait was that DT16. That's what I caught the majority of my fish on, especially the second day when I had the big bag. And I had them spooled up on 10-pound test, Berkley trilene, 100% fluorocarbon. And I was throwing a 7.6 medium heavy Winch series Veritas. And that paired up with a Abu Garcia Revo Winch reel is the perfect setup. You know, I can make a mile-long cast like I needed to make, and it had plenty of power. You know, when you're catching 4 and 5 pounders down there 20 foot, you got to be able to have a little bit of power, but you still want that give throwing those big crankbaits. And I mean, it was a perfect setup.
Your area, talk to me about the area. You didn't get to explain that too well this week until today. What was the difference with the area, and why were you catching those bigger fish?
Well, the primary deal is that I was just fishing deeper than everyone, I think. It was the best. It has the best spawning area in the entire lake as far as I'm concerned. It's got a bunch of real long gravel points, gravel flats that those fish can spawn on real easy. And it has a lot of structure that's deeper for those fish. You know, a lot of this lake's real steep, and those fish can use those bluff walls and stuff. But this actual place, I was in West Sugarloaf, it's got an underwater roadbed, and it's got a sunken bridge in there. It's got little key rock piles and brush piles that those fish would use, and it allowed them to be able to go off those spawning grounds onto that roadbed, use that roadbed as kind of like a little sanctuary for them, and they can move back and forth from the creek channel right along that up onto their spawning areas. Well,
to finish up the interview here, what's the first thing you're going to do with that $100,000?
Put it in the bank. That's what I'm going to do with it. I don't plan on spending anything big. I might pay off my truck. That's about it.
Okay. And who's more excited, your sister or you?
Probably my sister, because it hasn't quite hit me yet. She probably screamed a little bit louder than I did, but I imagine it'll slowly start to sink in as I drive away.
All right, man. Well, congratulations, and we will see you at Douglas, I guess, in a week and a half or so.
Yep.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thanks.